I had my first ever event not far away from where we stand here. I saw the devs, I saw the players, I saw my fellow casters. Everybody was having fun in a way that I really wanted to be a part of it. And I met the woman that later became my wife thanks to Rainbow Six. And I say this game changed my life. It really did in more ways than you can believe. My name is Hassan Finch, better known as Milosh. I'm a host, commentator, analyst, caster. In general, I'm just a huge fan of esports and a lover of Rainbow Six. I come from Lebanon. When I was born, computers were still a rarity, but my uncle had his own computer. I was hooked from the first moment, and I can't even imagine what my life would have been like without video games, really. We played strategy games, Warcraft, Age of Empires, and I really enjoyed it, but I really also enjoyed talking about it. I had watched, at that point, the earliest days of a YouTuber by the name of Dasker who playing these massive games of Battlefield 3, and he would commentate over it and stream it and do these videos, and I thought, I want to do more of that. Video comes out, hey, we actually need commentators for a tournament. All you need is a headset, come on in, and we'll find a way. And at the end of it, the person that's in charge of this broadcast project says to me like, hey, there's something there. And I'll never forget it, because that day it made me think, damn, I can actually do this. Later on, 2016, I go to Paris Games Week, and Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege comes out around that time. The game, when it's played by professionals, looks absolutely sick. I'm just standing there and watching the action. I go back home and I'm thinking, damn, I need to find a way to cast this. This is really sick. I asked Vitalia and Berigini, the Brazilian casters, do you think there's a way for me to come in here and cast? Like, absolutely, we need people to cast our region. I start casting the game. I have no clue what's going on because it's different when you're actually observing it, but you very quickly learn. And that's where it started. In early January, I get the call from ESL asking, hey, 6 Invitational is coming up in February. We need someone to cast the B stream. I couldn't believe it. I was being paid to come in and talk about the game that I love most and about the best players in the world. Pengu at the end of the event comes up to me and says, hey, welcome to the family. And he takes off his jersey that he got the entire team to sign, Penta, and gave it to me. That was a moment I never even imagined.
There was no doubt for anybody since the very early days that Milosh is going to be around for a very long time. He's a hard worker who's super passionate. And when you do something for free because you love doing it and you're good at doing it as well, you only have one way to go, and that's really upwards.
During the Gamescom finals in 2017, I was asked, would you like to join the talent team in Katowice? We got it done, and I was here in January 2018 with Kixen and Taro and Emzo. Finally, we're kicking off a full Pro League season together.
You know, we got to grow together for almost half a decade. It was just the 4 of us. That was it. We were the Poland crew. We basically became a family.
We lived far away from home. This was our new home. We had to look out for one another anyways, and we got through it. Because the main thing for us was, how can we make the show better? Through 2018, we saw that this game was it was taking off. With every event, it kept growing bigger and bigger and bigger. Then we get to SI 2020, which to me is the apogee. This is the zeitgeist of Rainbow Six, at least my career within Rainbow Six, because I still feel those flashing lights. After that SI, we're so excited, we're so happy, everything's going well. And then, well, COVID happened. Out of it, I felt like I emerged from some sort of cocoon. And when things started really looking up that we're getting out of it and we're planning events, I didn't believe it. I still can't in so many ways. But Kicks was no longer here. Just being here in the city, it's like something's missing. We finally have the shot after almost 2 years of no live events of going to a venue. We get to Montreal and it's full of thousands of sea churns. To be that conduit in the middle of that arena, if I may be egotistical for a moment, fucking cool moment. It felt like we were really back. R6 Invitational in Brazil. If you told me about this 6 years prior, we would have an SI in Brazil, I tell you, that's insane. And to be there again in the middle of it all, to tell you here in the arena and all those watching at home, they've given me a life I could have never imagined.
His voice, face, just his entire personality is synonymous with so much Siege history.
He is the face of our talent scene, he's the host of all the big events, he's the voice to all the intros.
If you hear a Siege event and you hear his voice, you know it's a real event worth tuning into.
Milosh really is like one of the OGs of the whole scene. Been watching him forever.
Rainbow Six feels like home when Milosh is around.
You are always fighting to find a home. My home is in front of the camera, in the middle of an arena, talking about the thing I love the most.